Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it's me again. Hey, what up? It's come to my attention, and I've been trying to kind of rush through and finish up the ATM star, that you need a lot of nether stars. It takes 3x nether blocks, and it takes like 15 of them. It takes over 70,000. So I wanted to help show some people the ways that you could get a lot of them. Starting with the bees. If you've been grinding your bees and upgrading everything, and you can stick your bee inside of a hive with maximum omega upgrades, they can pump out some wither stars. And once you need an amber bee to encase a mob, in this case the wither, and then you do a simulation chamber with omega upgrades on your advanced hive with an expansion box. Get at least one wannabe. I'll show you how to do all of it. Okay, but I'm gonna show y'all the amber bee can do the ambering through the wall. I had it work yesterday, and I feel like it's gonna make me look like an idiot today. Oh, he's mad. Wait, that's not good. Amber him. Oh no. But someone was like, oh, make like 20 amber bees, because obviously he's gonna kill them. I was like, but what if you just like try to cheese it? And then I proceeded to cheese it. But I mean, the thing is that we want the bee to be able to get like partially in the block. And if this doesn't work, I'll show you a different way to do it. That's not good. There he goes. All right. Now let's give him a shot. All right, bee, do what you do, baby. Oh, he's looking at him. He's looking at him. Might be working. Yeah, encase him. Put him in there. Maybe I'm unlike. Oh, there you go. See? There he goes. If you can make it to where this bee can get close enough, like he can kind of do it through the wall, so you don't have to make like 20 of them. Not that getting 20 of them is hard. I will show you all an easy way to get them. Normally, you can get amber bees by going out to the cold ocean and brushing some ocean ruin cold is what it's called. Some people might not have done it. Like this honestly has been the first mod pack that I've gone out and had to use the brush, do the archaeology stuff. I don't play with normal vanilla Minecraft, and I normally never have to do this kind of stuff. Yep, here it is right here. See this? I'm gonna break the grass. Goes out the way. Don't vein mine the gravel. You need the gravel. If you break it and you hear like a pot break, you know you done goofed. They love to be around those. It looks a little rough. Right click it. Unlucky. So yeah, in case you haven't, so you do that down here in the cold ruins. And so let's say you're like, man, this sucks. I can't get it, or I want a lot of the bees. I'm having trouble encasing the thing. You know what? I'm just gonna throw a bunch of amber bees at it and just let what happen. Ars Nouveau has some creatures called Alacarcanos. They're these little crabs. You can find these tokens in treasure chests, or you can find the, what does it say? A shard. Does it mean a pot? Wait, these are pottery shards? I thought they're called shards. Okay. Go to a beach. Alacarcanos can sift sand and gravel to find items of found colors. They can be found on beaches and will give you a token if you receive a pottery shard of any kind. This is how you make them in the enchanting apparatus. I've shown how to do all that kind of stuff. Other videos, go take a look. So if you do this on land, you're going to get land stuff. If you do this in the ocean, you'll get ocean stuff. If you're in the warm ocean, you'll get warm ocean stuff. If you're in the cold ocean, you'll get cold ocean stuff. I have not tried anywhere in between. I got what I needed and I got the heck out of there. Here's a beach here and we don't have any. That's quite unfortunate, isn't it? Or is it? If you have access to some of that sweet, delightful dirt, I'm pretty sure we can just throw this down at the beach. Yep, there he is right there. We'll give him a shard. Hey. He's happy, he dances, gives me his token, very good. So if you need to force spawn him, you can't do it that way. Here's what I did. I'm out here at the cold ocean. I have them all bound to this chest. You place it down, use your Dominion wand, bind it to it. I have a advanced block placer from Just Dire Things. I have it set to a little area right here around the chest, that on here, that'll power it back up. I'll start placing those and you'll see they start getting to work. They do need source. So you have to have source out here. You can see that they're taking the gravel and they're washing it in their head and they're getting some sweet stuff for me. You can see I already have one amber bee spawn egg in here. As long as you have them over the cold ocean and you're giving them gravel, they will get for you them amber bee eggs. You just take some time, throw them down, chunk load them, go do some other stuff. I had a chest just full of gravel to feed into the advanced block place. Give that a shot, get your amber bees, use your amber bees to lock up your wither. Put the wither by the advanced beehives and start pumping nether stars. You probably want to do that today. So this is the other more easier way to do it, but it also requires a stasis chamber. But this thing's in stasis, right? He won't hurt anything. He won't look at anything. I had slabs here. These are framed panels, which are like slabs, but up and down, right? So they're half slabbed. Because at first I tried to stick them in here. If you stick them in here, guess what? He's in stasis mode now. Oh yeah, set the bee down over here. You see, he wants to get him. He'll fly up against the glass here. But yeah, it seems like he doesn't need to like touch him or be too close to him. So if you have access to this stuff, I would say try it this way. If you don't, witherproof glass box like I had a trap door against the glass that was standing up so that the bee could like fly into the block a little bit. You can probably get some panels like this as well. The stuff. There he goes. Look at that. There you go. No danger if you want to do it nice and safe. But I've got one encased wither down here. I've got these full of wannabes. These are kind of a pain in the butt to make, but good luck. I have my wither here in the middle and they're all facing it. And they all have maximum productive omega upgrades. You have that option. You have like, if you make a giant mystical agriculture, hydroponic bed. These hydroponic beds from industrial foregoing. Ether gas in there with some water. The ether gas you get from using the fluid drill on the wither. I have some upgrades in there. Tick accelerated. You can expand it, but it's just, you need cruxes for the nether stars, which do work. The cruxes do work underneath the beds. I also have wither stars and these here being produced. Yeah, see, it's pumping some out here. Now, I have one more thing to show you. It's not going to be long. The paradox machine. Someone had told me about, it might have been someone telling me that Dyer was using the paradox machine to spawn like 2 withers over and over again and farm them. So I said, man, that sounds pretty cool. I wonder if I can just automate that so that, you know, I can just leave it and not have to do anything. Let me go ahead and show you what I have going on here. I am in the mining dimension. I'm using a quantum ring to get my ME system stuff out here. In my ME system, I'm automating the production of time crystals and time juice. Paradox machine is facing this box. I went ahead and you can see the battlefield. I summoned some withers. I used Direwolf's creature catchers to capture them, and then I stuffed 5 of them in here. I paradoxed this spot. I got energy coming in. I've got a paradox machine I'm pumping time fluid into. An advanced clicker that I'm using to use my juiced sword. I have a sword here that has loot pinata on it, and it does apply, and it does happen while this is using it. It's fantastic. I got the loot, or the loot pinata sword. I had the loot pinata sword set to stab or slap whatever hostile creatures are inside of that. I have this advanced sensor that is set to target hostile mobs, and if there are less than 1 mob, which means that there's 0 mobs, at least 0 mobs in here, it puts out a redstone signal, and that activates the paradox machine to let it know it needs to drop another set of some withers for me because the sword has killed it. I was having trouble with my ME system. I could have done something easier, but my quantum entanglement singularity things didn't work, so I gathered both of them, threw them on the ground, picked them back up, and all of a sudden they worked after I'd already like messed with all this stuff and broken it and rebuilt it like 5 times. I don't know what happened. It just bugged. Anywho, using the laser nose from Just Dire Things, I have it pulling out time fluid bucket from here when it gets provided, pushes it into the simple clicker. Simple clicker feeds the bucket into the paradox machine. Paradox machine will use the time fluid to spawn the paradox mobs. After a certain amount of time, you can see this paradox energy over here. When it hits 100, it will spawn a paradox. I think is what it's called. I think it's just called a paradox. It is an anomaly in space-time dimensional continuum bullshit. The scientists don't know anything about it, okay? I don't either. If you don't stop it, it grows and it'll eat blocks. If you have a paradox, you drop a time crystal in it, it'll suck it up, and the paradox will end. After the paradox ends, it'll let your paradox machine continue. If there is a paradox going on, it will not do anything else. It'll stop until that paradox is gone, your paradox machine. What I have noticed is that the paradox pops up right where that little box is, right in the center of wherever you're paradoxing. So what I have my advanced dropper set to do, every 10 seconds, it drops a time crystal inside the box right where the paradox would be, and it works fantastic. If it doesn't get used, if there's no paradox, it drops the crystal, the item collector will pick up the time crystal, put it back in my system, my ME system will put it back in here, right? So it's a nice little loop. It doesn't waste anything. I haven't had anything bad happen since I set this up, but let me give it a little test run, and I will show you all how it do be. I'm gonna let this be turned on, and I will get my redstone here, do this, it should start the paradox. You can see my withers growing back up in here. They get slapped. They die, they can't break out the glass. And this just continues forever. See, I got like 20 nether stars there. We're picking up the wobbly thing, the time crystals from it, dropping them in there every 10 seconds. But hopefully this will help you kind of farm things and have an idea of what you can do. Give this a try. Hopefully you can figure it out. I hope I didn't miss going over anything and it's not too confusing. But yeah, just witherproof cage, spawn, go somewhere else, spawn withers. Use your favorite mob imprisonment tool. I have a little tiny hole here that I would just push them in there, let them kind of like settle into the cage and get where they want to be. The paradox machine has a little tiny button on it. You know, after you've got it set over the area you want it to paradox, you hit the snapshot area with your withers in there. Go ahead and kill them. You'll know you can use this render paradox. If you see these little withers, you did it. You got them. If you can somehow get attacks have a chance to hit the nearby enemies, or attacks do hit nearby enemies, it probably helps a ton too. So just look out for that. There it goes. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Pump it up. Would it hurt if I... Okay, you can do that. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if it messes up having constant redstone signal to it or not, if this is set to high mode. Like if it kills one, will it start just respawning the other ones and like just kind of constantly flow it? Actually, let's test that real quick. That might, I mean, if that's more optimal setup, you know what I'm saying? At least then I can turn it on and off. Oh, it does start spawning the other ones. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, so yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah, also don't forget, you gotta set this to left click if you wanted to punch things. I want to see if I was able to successfully move where the paradox is going to happen. Alright, this should be it here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it has moved down a little bit, isn't it? Is it? It dropped a crystal. You see that? Look at that. Boom! That's what I wanted to see. Alright, so yeah, maybe move it down so it can actually like drop into it. That is my super duper loot pinata wither skeleton farm. If you want to slap more things in there, go for it. Eventually they start like pushing each other out of the box and it gets weird. So good luck. I hope you learned something. If you know something cool to do, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you stinky. And big draft smooches to you all. I hope to catch you around on the stream. I stream every day on Twitch and on YouTube. Alright, let me stop this recording.